you, Jay Stone. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But anyway, what you heard there was She Looks Like Hate, and what you heard starting but heard previously before Creep was Tunnel Vision by Sebastian Bach. It's just odd. I probably loaded that subconsciously without even thinking about the Sebastian Bach thing. So, of course, when I seen it in my list, I'm like, oh, fuck, I just talked about it. Now I got to play it, yo. So, I went on a couple of rants there. So, all right, what's going on, dude? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on?
Hey, man. As you can see, I've got my little buddy here taking up the screen.
That's funny. I can you see me?
No, I can't.
Oh, I didn't turn it. I didn't know you were video calling me.
Yeah.
But I just hit the button. So this is Katsunyama. Yama on the phone once again. So what's going on?
The no show. Katsunyama has no show.
So I don't know. I seen you message me when I started talking about Axl. So have you seen some of the videos?
Well, let me just say this to everybody who's a little fucking bitch. Okay? Anybody who knows anything about fucking music knows that we have never seen anything like the coming of Guns N' Roses since the coming of the Beatles. Shut the fuck up. If you like Axl, go see the fucking show. If you don't have the money, so be it. Listen to the record.
Watch it on YouTube.
Think about it. Stop.
It kills me, bro, because
and these are the people that write about music. Really, get a different job.
No,
I need two guys.
That site, I hate plugging them because they don't write about my show anymore because of some shit I said about fucking one of the original members of LA Guns. So for some reason, I'm fucking blacklisted from their shitty website. But
say that again.
That website that I talk of, that news site,
right?
They ban me. They don't report. Like if you Google some shit from back in like,
why banning you?
They don't talk about my show anymore. They don't do press on the show because I said something about them and the original member of LA Guns. I called them a hack. And then I was bitching about their site, so they don't report about me. I don't know what one thing has to do with the other. But, yeah, I'm not... They won't report on the show. So anyway... But
if you say so be it, then why would I want you associated with me? I always look at it that I'm not that I say that I'm better than anybody, but you know what? If that's your thought process, yeah, I'm better than you.
Well, anyway, so it's
you don't need them.
No. So I don't need. It's nice to see articles written about the show and whatnot for the guests. What they're doing is they're not screwing me over. I don't care. They're screwing over the guy who comes on the show that needs the promotion. And it gives them something actually legitimate to write about. But whatever. It's the fans on there for however many years since 1993 Slash has been out of the band. So they're all bitching for all of these years for Guns N' Roses to get back together. And now they're getting back together.
They're bitching because they are back together and they don't like what they say. Well, I got news for everybody. Father Time sleeps for no one.
This is true. And so, they sound fucking great.
You were their age at 19, 20, 21 when they came out of the gate. Go take a look at what they are now. And why don't you take a look at a picture of yourself at that age and take a look at
right. And right now. I mean,
shut up. Stop. Yeah.
Anybody could. First off, there's a few pictures. People just like to make fun of people for stupid reasons. So there's always going to be a bad picture where you might look fucking fat and you're not, or you might look, like some of the shit is funny. Like they showed a picture that said it was one of those fucking things on Facebook, and it was a picture of Axl, and it said "Back in Black, I need a snack." It was funny because the way his face was squished up. I mean, it's funny. But
I'll tell you one thing. If we're gonna really pick the band, let's get AC/DC to just slow it down a little bit. And we'll get Jim Morrison to sing lead vocals.
You might as well, because
that would be awesome.
My point with all of those stupid little things I say is, why would Axl sing for... Yeah, I understand it's only 10 shows.
Yeah, we were saying the same thing. Why would he do that? Axl really doesn't. And not to say that we're like bragging about Axl. That's not the point. But why would Axl need
AC/DC?
Axl's got Axl.
Right, a band that you might not have made, might not have been around this long, might not have made the same CD 42 times as such.
Right.
But you can't deny fucking Appetite for Destruction, the chaos that Use Your Illusion caused. People don't remember this shit, but back in 1992, whenever that shit was released, it was the fucking.
Listening to that for a whole year before it even got on the radio.
People don't know the frenzy that shit that caused, and now the band's back together. Everybody wants Led Zeppelin to do a tour. Robert Plant don't want to do a tour, but if they say, "Oh, we want you to do the tour. We know you might not be able to sing it," then they're all going to bitch that he ain't singing the songs good. So you can't win.
Right. You can't win. So it really comes down to, I say to any of these bands because. And it really comes down to a lot of things. As a musician, you want to be heard, you want to be known, and you're going to go through spurts of, highs and lows about where you are in the hierarchy. Who cares? If you can play it, and you can play it decent, and the people want to come and see you, that's who you're playing for. You're not playing for everybody who says, well, that guy sucks, and that guy's too fat, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Who cares, right?
I mean, you want to look your best, but regardless of what a fucking guy in Guns N' Roses looks like,
who cares? They sounded great from the clip they just played. I actually saw a video. I think I was browsing through the internet. Somebody posted a clip of them playing, and they're playing in a smaller venue, which is another great thing. When are you going to get a chance to see Guns N' Roses in a small venue where it's intimate, like what you and I used to play, like the venues like the Lemoyne East and things of that nature, where you can fit 500, 1,000, 2,000 people somewhere in that ballpark and not be in awe. I mean, please. When I saw Iron Maiden at L'Amour's, Brooklyn, they did their surname, Charlotte the Harlots. So if you were not bright enough to figure that out, you didn't know, but it was right there on that stage. That stage was even smaller than the one Guns N' Roses was on, and that was phenomenal.
Right.
I mean,
they played in LA, and they did it for $10. They made the fucking tickets look great. I mean, it was definitely a cool thing to push off the tour. But a lot of bands do shows like that. Metallica has done secret shows. They all do it. It's to get that fucking closeness. I would love for a secret show to pop up in Tampa somewhere and not knowing who's going, because you might go to that show and it's fucking Soundgarden, Metallica. Who the fuck knows?
The other thing is, a lot of people have to understand. I don't know who's writing all these stupid articles. I don't know if it's I gotta believe it can't be the old clique, because the old clique would probably have a little bit more of a better twist on it. So I'm thinking this is a younger clique writing about shit they don't know. And the way this new generation is, where you think music is free and get it from any, and don't even appreciate what it takes to put a record together, to take advantage of that, and then start hearing badmouth. Oh, we'd love to see Guns N' Roses together, and they didn't know what the hoopla was, and then they go and see it, and they look like they say, oh, there's a bunch of old men on the freaking stage. Hello,
and
you're not there for their appearance. They sound freaking awesome.
Yeah,
it didn't sound anything, it sounded just as good as it was back then.
Man, I should have had the drummer on the show. I had an opportunity to have him on. Who would have knew? There was definitely something brewing, because, I do hear certain things. People do send certain things in, and, when Bumblefoot was out of the band and the other guy left, you knew it was happening, that something was brewing, because why would fucking Bumblefoot leave? You know what I'm saying? So the pieces started to fall together. But, I mean, I've waited for it to happen for years. I'm going to try to go to the Orlando show. I don't know if it's really going to happen. I seen them when Axl was on tour for Chinese Democracy, so I heard they're going to play those songs. But Steven Adler,
which, by the way, is a phenomenal album.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Second-rate.
I agree.
Destruction, but that fucking album kills ass.
I agree. I'm gonna buy that shit on vinyl.
Everybody's got a bad mouth. You know what? Not nice to say. Truth face. if you like their music, go check it out if you have the opportunity. Because I'll tell you one thing, you never know how long somebody's got.
Right. That's another thing we were talking about.
That's a big thing. Like, how many times I would have loved. I'm sorry, I'm the older clique, and Jim was around when I was alive as a young kid, but not old enough to go ahead and see a show or whatever. I personally would love to see a fat, drunken, bloated Jim Morrison right now. They're not being able to because he's dead.
Mm-hmm. Or Jimi Hendrix. I agree.
I want to see the legend, good, bad, or different.
Yep.
Even like back in the day, I saw Chubby Checker on stage playing at LaGuardia Airport in one of those, the backs of a trailer set up as a stage. And people don't even know who Chubby Checker is.
Chubby Checker.
Right, Chubby Checker. Who the hell knows who Chubby Checker is?
Well, anyway, the Steven Adler thing, dude, I understand why he's not part of it. They're mad that it's not a reunion without Izzy. Izzy doesn't want to do it. So that shouldn't be the fault of the other fucking 3 guys that want to do it. And if you count Dizzy, the fucking keyboard player, you got 4 original members. He's the original keyboard player. I mean, they didn't always have one. He was the first, and he's still it.
Right.
So you can consider him, but Steven Adler's, he could still play drums, but do they want that fucking drama that follows it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I have no ill about whether they were able to join it or not, because you know what? Led Zeppelin wouldn't be the truest of reunions, but you get who you can. Listen to the Black Sabbath album, 13. I don't know about you folks, but, I'm a diehard Black Sabbath fan. I like most of the stages. I mean, I didn't like everything that everyone did. But that album rocks. And it doesn't have Ward. So, it is going to be what it is. It's still the meat and potatoes. Not to take anything from Ward either, or even Adler. Okay?
Right. No, I hear you. But
both of them have drama problems. And if anybody, and this is the other thing, half these fucking writers have never been in a band and know what you got to fucking deal with, right?
And whether who you got to deal with,
problem, coke fucking problem, a drinking problem, a drama problem, a stupid, okay, right? So to get the right people to do the right kind of job, so at least when you do go to the show and you walk away, you don't say, that guy was a fucking drunken slob, or that guy was higher than the sky, couldn't even fucking play a note, or, right? What's the answer to that? How many people say everything that they can to, like you said, everybody wants to say something bad.
Right. Well, I mean, I say bad shit in humor. I mean, but, when you got $100 million on the table, you have to be able to make sure that all the pieces are going to fall into place. You can't worry about who's going to show up, or do I need to fucking bring backup with me? Anyway, so just have the guy that can do it.
Axel.
Right.
So, yeah.
But I have to say, besides being able to not have to be on terrestrial radio, I choose to do my show on the internet the way I do it. A lot of people hate podcast. I don't consider it a podcast because I do the show live. It's more of a radio show. You're podcasting it after the fact. But besides being able to do that, the fucking internet has ruined people. And
totally.
I mean, everybody's got a fucking voice now. I mean, yes, I'm able to provide my voice, but I don't just sit there and bitch about fucking everything that you want to happen, and then when it happens, complain about it. I said people protest Walmart coming into your neighborhood, and those very same people are the fucking first people coming through the register when the fucking store opens.
Guilty. I hate that fucking store. I fucking hate that store. Fucking hate that. But they always have what I fucking need, bitches.
They have, they have. I don't want to go into too much.
It's a little widget. I need that widget. I can't find that widget, but Walmart fucking has it. And cocksuckers.
Well, they're closing a bunch of stores, but whatever. So I don't know.